Hey everybody, you're very welcome back to the social media tent here at the Danish Outdoor Festival in Hede. I'm joined by another legend here for a nice conversation. You may have seen the reel posted on the Danish Outdoor Festival of Jesper Hede and his amazing school here in Denmark, but we're going to just chat a little bit more. So if you want to tell us, Jesper, about the history and concept and how Bushcraft Denmark got off the ground, it'd be beautiful to hear.
Yeah, I can do that.
There you go.
I know you know some about it, but I'll tell all the other guys. It actually started kind of like, not a mistake, but...
Like all great things.
No, but it's been my hobby, doing bushcrafty stuff. Like I was, I think, 13 years old or something like that. And when I turned around 30 or something, I started an internet forum called Bushcraft DK. And I thought maybe 50 people would like that. Had the same interest as me. And I mean, a couple of months later, we were like 4,000 people in there. And I was thinking, that might be onto something here.
There's something in this, you know.
So I started the Bushcraft store in Denmark because we couldn't get all the nice gear. We had to buy that from there.
I mean, if anybody's on the scene, as long as we were back then, you couldn't get anything like you can now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it started out actually as the store because I thought all the guys on the forum could buy stuff off me instead of buying it all over the world. And then I think a year later or something like that, people started asking about classes and courses, and we were like, me and my friends, we were like, we can try to do one. See how it goes.
See if there's any interest.
Yeah. And there were I think there were 4 people on the first class, and that was kind of fun. So we put up another one, and the next one there was like 30 people, and we were like, we're onto something.
That's it.
And then it actually just
kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And here 10 years later, we are here at the festival. Big setup, and
of course, but like. For those who may not be aware that you've done a lot for the bushcraft scene in Denmark to grow it. I mean, besides, I've also worked together with Jesper and seen the
good
school.
Times.
Yeah, very good times. We can't legally talk about it on camera. But work together to see your school grow.
Yeah.
But it's, like I said, I think an awful lot of people don't see the background work that goes into it. And now all of a sudden the bushcraft area I've got to watch at the Danish Outdoor Festival grow bigger and bigger and bigger, in large part to yourself and the participants of Bushcraft Denmark. And now currently you've got the Bushcraft Education course. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah. It's a year-long course where we meet up once a month for a weekend, 3 days. And every weekend has a theme. It could be like sløjd or wood carving, navigation or canoeing or whatever. And when they finished this year of teaching and learning, we head off to Canada for 10 days, like on a canoe trip. Like not an exam, but they get to try all this.
Put the skills into practice.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's pretty cool. That's actually very cool.
That's a cool.
And you've one of those trips coming up now soon, haven't you?
Yeah. This summer we actually have 4 trips coming up.
4 trips, Jesper. Okay. Well, I mean,
I'll be in Canada for a while.
It seems to be the whole ethos of under-promising, over-delivering constantly in what you do. And then you also, to your credit, are a published author. You have books out now. Tell us a bit about the books.
Our colleague Mette Mortensen from All Out, she published a book some years ago. And
Wandering in Frilufts.
Exactly. And she asked me at some point, I think you might have been there on a class.
I was probably on the couch somewhere in the sitting room.
She asked me, why don't you write a book? And I actually I started the book just for fun, like when I had some spare time, I wrote out all my notes down like a book. And then I said, I'm already on that. And she put me up with the publisher, and they were like, just go. So I put out the first Danish bushcraft book like 3 years ago, I think.
Bushcraft in Norden?
Exactly. And it's been selling really nice. I think it's sold like 6,000-7,000 copies.
Congratulations.
And then the publisher called me and said, "Can you do another one?"
Oh, nice.
They're making all the money.
Oh yeah, of course, like all publishers do. You know what I mean? Once they see the dollars rolling in, and again you're doing it.
So I wrote another one called. That's a bit hard to translate because in Danish it's Bushcraft Håndværk.
So Bushcraft handicraft. Or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and it's all about projects, pretty much. Of course, how to use the tools and stuff like that. But otherwise, it's just a lot of projects. You can take your book with you on a trip and
say I fancy a bit of this. And
You want to make a chair, you look
there
it
it
up
is.
and
And how many projects are in it?
Over 50.
Over 50.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
had
pretty
to make
cool.
all those over again. I had made them many times, but I had to take pictures of all
And
these.
that's what people don't see with this behind-the-scenes work.
Lot of work.
Courses don't just materialize, and stores don't just materialize, and books don't just materialize either.
No. It's hard work, but I like it, and I do what I
rewarding.
love. So it's
And is there
it's fun.
any, can I ask, kind of plans to maybe bring them into, because I know an awful lot of English audience or English-speaking audiences
Actually,
watch this.
my publisher sold the second book to a US-based publisher who want to translate it to English, but I'm not sure when and where.
What's going to be on. And is there any
at some point?
At some point in the near future. You heard it here first. Like, is there any also plans for Bushcraft Denmark? Do you have anything coming up over the next year?
Yeah, we're working on doing another year class, kind of ending up in Lapland somewhere. And
Lapland?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But that's on the drawing board still, so we have to get the right connections
It's
and
a lot of
security and
bringing winter and snow into it adds a whole completely different element as well.
Exactly. That's
And what has your experience been of the Danish Outdoor Festival? Because you've been here since almost the very start, and its inception, the 10-year celebration is going on behind us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how has that journey been? What do you think?
It's amazing. I mean, crazy festival, and the spot here is just amazing. We have the lake down here, and people can canoe back to their tent, and we have the train station 5 minutes away, so people can ride in there. And I mean, just seeing all these people, and you and I, we know pretty much everybody here. So
it's hard to walk 10 feet without finding family and friends that you find on the street.
But it's really nice to see all the guys and girls again.
Oh, it is, especially after what the world has been through recently.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I found it, I have to admit, I did have a little bit of a giggle. For those who've been watching our social media talks, I've been mentioning Jyderup a lot.
Yeah.
But several years ago, we came to that course, and Jesper's school is in Jyderup, although expanding globally now. So when I seen that this was here, I was like, oh, that's Jesper again. After doing it, all of a sudden, he's bringing 10,000 people to Jyderup.
All the hammock people are up in our forest, actually, like 5 minutes walk from here.
They're up at the school.
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. I seen it on the map, and I was like, oh, maybe they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's like 100 hammocks up there right now.
Yeah. And where can people find the store? Because I know the store has kind of taken on a new shape as of late. So
I sold off the Bushcraft store because
the man can only do so much.
Exactly, and I was running behind myself. So I sold that part off. So we're only doing classes, workshops, teaching stuff now, and we're based here in Jyderup.
But a Jyderup local company.
Yeah, exactly. And otherwise we have the website, and we travel.
I can find you about there. And I've seen that you've done some work with Copenhagen University. What do you do with them?
Yeah, I'm teaching at the university, teaching friluftsvejleder, people who work like teachers and stuff like that. They can take this year-long class up there and learn a lot about the outdoors and craftsmanship and stuff like that. And then
pass it on.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's teachers that you actually work with. So you're teaching teachers to bring bushcraft into universities.
A lot of them here. So
really? Yeah. And how did that concept come about?
Yeah, I actually started this education at the university, and I only went in like 3-4 months. Then they asked me, you can come teach for us instead.
Yeah.
So I actually taught my own
While
class. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, I could understand.
But yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's been going on for 4 years now.
Yeah, something like that. 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
And at the end of it, is there a diploma or a certificate that you can
Yeah,
get?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you get some kind of international diploma. I'm not sure
Now, isn't that
what's
something?
called. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jesper, as you can see, it's been a kind of a journey forward for yourself in Bushcraft Denmark.
Absolutely.
But I know I don't represent the entire Bushcraft community, nor the entire Bushcraft community of Denmark. But while we're on camera, I personally would like to thank you for all that you've done over the past decade to bring Bushcraft to where it is now, from the inception of your small store and small forum to being taught at Copenhagen University. So thank you for joining us here at the social media tent. This has been Jesper Hede. Go check out all the social media, and we'll catch you in the next video.